What's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Friday night to all you guys. Hopefully, some of you guys made some money on Bellator. I didn't bet it at all. I didn't even know really who was fighting, but I'm ready to bet UFC Vegas 65, which is going to be headlined by Sergey Spivac versus Derek Lewis. Can't wait for that main event. Fantastic betting card, in my opinion. I've got 12 units bet on this card, and I am ready to give out my Greasy four-leg parlay for this week. Wanting to say what's up to everybody that is in the chat right now, as we have got my guy Victor De Jesus in the room saying, "Oi, yes, let's cash Greasy four-leggers tomorrow. Let's get this one, dude. We have been 3 out of 4 legs with the last leg crashing and burning. I think the last 3 weeks, it's like really getting to be a nutcracker to see all the first 3 legs crash. And then we had, oh my God, Israel Adesanya losing in round 5. Oh man. I mean, it was just every damn time it feels like the rug gets pulled out from us right at the end. But if you're hedging out, you're doing really well on these. So let's cash this one. Let's get all 4 legs of it. We got my guy DFS by the numbers in the room saying, "Get some help, Blada. Worst haircut I've seen since Sarah Frota." And that's saying something because Sarah Frota's hair was hideous. I mean, Sarah Frota's everything was hideous, actually. But the hair in particular just wasn't doing her any favors at all. My God. Get some help, Sarah Frota. Get a new barber, Teresa Blada. You deserve better than that. You're 20 years old. You're going to make some youthful mistakes, but that bad of a haircut should not be one of them. We got Nigel Lee, a.k.a. Money Bank Locks, in the room saying, "What's up, fellas? Bets are in, and I'm going to smack these bookies from left to right." Yes, we got Chris Kalanzis in the room saying, "Let's make some cheddar this weekend." Uncle Weezy, who you got for your Greasy four-legger? You're right about to find out, my guy Chris. Let's go. We got Kiwi saying, "I made one, woohoo." As usual, bets are already on. And ring a ding ding. What's up, Kiwi? Thank you so much for the $10 donation saying, "Oi, oi, oi." What's up from my Kiwi man down under? I appreciate you, brother. Keeping the lights on here at Uncle Weezy's studio. Much love to you, my man. I appreciate it. And we got Bob Spikerman saying, "Weezy, what's up, man?" We got Brian saying, "Oi." We got MMA Propaholic saying, "Oi." We got Bob Spikerman saying, "Rod Tang, let's get it. Let's get it, Rod Tang. Let's go, man." Brian is in here taking notes. Propaholic saying, "Brady, that haircut is getting the dub." Well, let's find out who I think is getting the dub. In the very first leg of this parlay, you guys, is going to be the Brady Heastand money line. Minus 170. As most of you guys know, I do have a 5-unit bet on the Brady Heastand money line that I got earlier in the week at minus 148 on FanDuel Sportsbook, 5 units deep on the Brady Heastand money line. And the rationale there is that Brady is a very, very good wrestler. And from what I've seen from Fernie Garcia on the regional scene, he's not stopping takedowns. And we got Brady getting 51% control time in his UFC debut, getting 6 takedowns in 3 rounds, 11 attempts, and he was landing 4.4 significant strikes a minute as well, against a guy like Ricky Turcios, who was just throwing the kitchen sink at him. But a lot of people thought that he won that fight, including me, but it was very close. But Ricky Turcios has got a little bit better of a gas tank, or a lot better of a gas tank, in my opinion, than Fernie Garcia, because I've seen Fernie Garcia slow down quite a bit late in fights. So because of that, I think Brady's, grinding style is going to wear on him, and it's going to let Brady get these takedowns even easier later on in the fight, and it's going to be more and more difficult for Fernie to keep getting back up to his feet. I think Brady eventually gets his back and subs him here. So minus 170, first leg of the parlay. The second leg is going to be everybody's favorite Greek stripper, Vanessa Demopoulos, the money line at minus 115. Look, Vanessa's been training at Fight Ready now for a minute. And as far as Maria Oliveira goes, I just don't like much that she does. She throws a lot of volume, but she's got terrible takedown defense at less than 50% and getting controlled for over 22% of her UFC cage time. That's a bad recipe against Vanessa Demopoulos, who will be shooting takedowns here. And while this is on the feet, I think Vanessa Demopoulos may not be the minute winner, but I also think that she will be the far more dangerous striker, the far more powerful striker in comparison to Maria Oliveira. And because Maria tends to throw 3-4 punch combinations without a ton of power behind them, I think Vanessa is going to be able to sneak into that pocket, get into boxing range, and throw with heat. And eventually probably just duck under that second or third punch in Maria Oliveira's combination to get a double leg takedown, get on top, win some minutes there. I think she can win minutes in the clinch. I think she can win minutes in the grappling exchanges here. And I also think that she won't be completely out of her depth on the feet. So I like the Vanessa Demopoulos money line at -115. And right now, I'll just take you through this on DraftKings Sportsbook. You guys will go line by line here. But if we go to fight lines up here under UFC, and all the way to the left here, the money line, we're going to start with that Brady Heastand at -170. Leg number 2, Vanessa Demopoulos' money line at -115. Leg number 3 is going to be the Chase Sherman, Waldo Cortez Acosta over 1.5 at -150. So we're going to go here to the total rounds, and we're going to go down to Cortez Acosta, the over 1.5 sitting at -150. That brings us to +394 on this 3-leg parlay here. And if we go to the prop template, we can see this number over here. If we go up to about 125%, and we go over here, the over 1.5 at -150 is sitting at a 60% implied probability. That is overpriced by 3.5% when we compare it to the divisional over 1.5 rate at the heavyweight division. But when we look at how many times Cortez Acosta and Sherman go over 1.5 rounds at the UFC level, we're going to see that it's actually 2/3 of their fights, 66.67%. So when we compare that to the 60% implied probability of the line, we're getting a 6.67% break. And we got a 10.16% rate that they're going over 1.5 at a higher rate than the division does. So both of these fighters, when we add up their UFC experience, we're getting a break at this 60% implied probability for an over 1.5. I think Chase Sherman fights are most likely to finish when grappling is involved. And Waldo Cortez Acosta really isn't shooting takedowns, and Chase Sherman never shoots them. So I see this being a boxing match on the feet, and I see it going over 7.5 minutes. So that will be leg number 3. And so, yeah, we're almost there. Only one more leg to go, you guys. And you're probably asking me, Uncle Weezy, who is it? Come on, man. You already know who it is. My man, Nosferatu, the 710-year-old vampire from the mountains of Transylvania. He's undead. He's a vampire. He sleeps in a fucking crypt. Who's beating this guy? Nobody. Certainly not the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. Sergey Spivac by blood draw in round number 2. So leg number 4 is going to be Nosferatu inside the distance at -150 on DraftKings Sportsbook. That's Uncle Weezy's ass shaving of the week. Sergey Spivac to get it done inside the distance at -150. That brings our parlay up to, if we go up here now, we're going to look at the winning method. Yes, method of victory double chance. And go down here to the main event. And it's going to be Sergey Spivac to win by knockout, TKO, DQ, or submission, -150. That brings this parlay up to 724, plus 724 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Once again, leg number 1, Brady Heastand money line, -170. Leg number 2, Vanessa Demopoulos money line at -115. Leg number 3, the over 1.5 in the Chase Sherman versus Waldo Cortez Acosta fight at -150. And leg number 4 is going to be Sergey Spivac inside the distance. Let's see what you guys have to say about this one. We've got MMA Propaholic saying, oi. We got Rod Tang. Let's see. We got Matthias Moran saying, what's up, Uncle Weezy? What's up, Matthias? Thank you for hanging out. We got UFC Sharpest saying, time to stack provolone like an Italian hoagie. Let's do this. Let's get it, man. Oi, 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 go Kiwi. Hell yeah, man. Sure, Des. Oh, Ozzy. Kiwi, where you at, Daz? I'm in Sydney. We got MMA Propaholic saying, what's good, Kiwi and Daz? We got Daz Files saying Newtown. We got MMA Propaholic saying Vanessa getting that sub. Let's hope so, man. I hope she gets that submission. MMA Propaholic, hey bro, sure I work in Merrickville, live in Bexley, says my guy Kiwi. Daz Files saying cool South subs rule. Yeah. We got Silky B saying it's the Mac of the year. Weezy. What's up, Silky B? We got Propaholic saying lots of heavy props tomorrow. Daz, let's get it. Prop, my man. We got Propaholic saying what's good. Silky. Oi, who wants the hot takes? Let's get it. Used to work at Penhurst, says Daz Files. At under 2.5 in main props. Yeah, man, that would be a good one too, dude. Under 2.5. I think it's a lot fatter line than just Spivac inside the distance, but it also, takes into account that Lewis knockout, which is a very real possibility. You drink beer, Daz? Not often, says Daz. We got Propaholic saying someone at work today wrote, don't talk like how you spell touch wrong. Oh, good stuff. Nice. Yep. Definitely smoking, says Daz Files. Antonio Esparza, yo, do you think Spivac by KO plus 140 is a good price? I think he's just as likely to sub him as he is to knock him out. So I think it will be a lot better to not get too cheeky and just bet Spivac inside the distance, because I could see a ground and pound knockout. I could see even catching him on the feet potentially, but most likely, ground and pound or a rear naked choke. So we'll see what happens. But I think knockout is probably slightly more likely, because I believe Derek Lewis has been knocked out 7 times and submitted only once, but he has been finished in 100% of his UFC losses. Propaholic saying, I like Lewis, but damn, I ain't fading Weezy's ass shaving of the week. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, dude, let me just be very clear to you guys about something. Completely transparent. My ability to pick Derek Lewis fights is absolutely terrible. And I just want to prove it to you guys, so you can see how bad I am, so that you can't say you didn't see it coming, just in case Spivac goes in there and this thing goes tits up in the last leg like it has so many times before, you guys. But look at the Sergey Spivac, right? Correct. Against correct. I'm 5-0 on Sergey Spivac fights. All right. Or I'm 0-6 on Derek Lewis fights, you guys. I mean, every single one. I had Olynyk subbing him in round 1, which was very close to being right. I had Curtis Blades KOing him in round 4. Wrong. I had Derek Lewis beating Cyril Gane by knockout in round 2. How dumb was that? I had Chris Dawkins knocking him out in round 2. Wrong. I had Derek Lewis beating whoever his last two opponents ago was. Wrong. I had Derek Lewis beating Pavlovich. Wrong. 0-6 on Derek Lewis picks. So I definitely need some help on Derek Lewis. But I'm 5-0 on Spivac. So I'm about to go 6-0 in Spivac and 1-6 on Derek Lewis. So let's get this last leg, you guys. Kiwi saying, but if I shouted a couple of beers, Weezy, says G-Man, I will give you out a 3-leg lock. It loses and show me a ticket. I will give you $10. Sounds good to me, Weezy, says Silky B. These bookies are screwed, says the Propaholic. We got chat your Twitter, says Daz Files. Hey, Weezy, on BetMGM, the same 4-legger is plus 776, and I see a boost that brings it to plus 951. Dude, then do it on BetMGM. Hell yeah. I don't have BetMGM. I tried to sign up for them once, and it just wouldn't go through for some reason. So definitely not. Definitely not. Kiwi saying, LOL, Weezy does not read ahead. 100% Ron Burgundy of MMA tipsters. And ring a ding ding. We got Daz File saying, hey, Shirley, stop listening to my show. I don't know who Shirley is, and I don't know why Shirley is listening to your show, but stop listening to Daz File's show. Let's go. We got, thank you, man, for helping keep the lights on here in the studio. Daz Files, it's much love to you, brother. Daz File saying, wife getting a giggle out of the chat being read out. Kiwi saying, back the Greasy 3-legger. Let's get it. Do you think Pereira hits harder than Francis and Lewis? Dude, I mean, Pereira hits so hard. I don't want to find out who hits hardest, and I don't know anybody who's volunteering for that. Let's just say they all hit incredibly hard, and nobody ever wants to get touched by that left hook of Alex Pereira, because it is life-changing and not in a good way. Silky B saying, total transparency, Weezy keeps it real. You got that right, man. 0-6, dude. 0-6, but 5-0 on Spivac. I know Spivac, so let's just say that Weezy knows Spivac, and we'll just pretend like I'm not 0-6 on Derek Lewis picks. This just made the main event way more interesting. That's crazy, Weezy. Yeah, man, I hear you. Daz is the goddamn man. Respect us, OGs. Hell yeah, dude. Let's get it, you guys. I appreciate you guys for hanging out here on Uncle Weezy's Greasy 4-legger. Let's cash this thing. We've been too close too many damn times. We're grinding it out. Let's get it. Let's stack cash tickets like flapjacks for UFC Vegas 65. God bless each and every one of you. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. If I don't talk to you between now and the next Stat Diggers, enjoy your time with your holiday, your family, enjoy that meal, and have a bunch of winning bets on UFC Vegas 65. Antonio's asking, am I crazy to think Fialho gets washed tomorrow? No, man, I think either one of them can get washed, but I love fight to ends by KO for that fight. Whether it's Salikov knocking out Fialho or the other way around, both those guys are really precise, heavy-hitting strikers with a lot of power, and I think somebody's going to get served. Appreciate all of you guys. I'll see you next week for Stat Diggers, and we will talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for the donations, Kiwi and Daz Files. Big up all of you. God bless each and every one of you, and we will see you guys next time. Get a new barber, Teresa Bleda. Get a new barber.